The following program was paid for by Southern American Media.
Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and three-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Festus.
It's Festus again.
Welcome back. I got a witness this morning. We had a little issue there at the 6:30 show of when we were doing the weather. We had a black screen, and I didn't know what to do. I got in touch with the IT department. You witnessed. They yelled at me.
Yeah, and came in. It was like, you remember when we were growing up, it was always, could you come in here and change the time and the date on this VCR? And we're like, well, all you got to do is push this button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's changed.
It's changed, and we're the ones going, could you come in here and show me what button to push?
Normally when I have that problem, it's like in 3D, screens everywhere, but it was just black, and I didn't know what to do. Not on the fly. Yeah, I do.
What'd she say? Y'all should take an IT class.
It would do me good.
Me neither.
Sometimes there really is a point in life to where you can't be taught new tricks. There truly is.
And at our age, I think we're there.
Whew, Lord, we got some beautiful women we're going to be talking with here in just a moment. Y'all stay close to this. You're really going to want to put this on your 70-inch screen.
You wanted to know why we were smiling.
Yes, that's it. They've even got makeup on. They got up 3 hours early, get it all done, drove in from Newton County, and they're here to talk.
Yeah.
Sweet Pea Swap Shop. Y'all get ready, ladies. This is going to be quite the deal that is coming up.
You can't be, and this is something that as my grandkids were coming up, there's no telling how much money I've spent at the Sweet Pea Swap Shop.
You got to have it.
Yeah, you got to have it, and there's a selection. I used to go through there, and I'd end up spending 30 minutes looking through those swimming pools trying to find 2 pairs of shoes.
I didn't know that.
But it was $1, so it was worth it.
There you go.
Pawpaw saving the money.
There you go. It's going to be some deals. They're going to tell us all about that this morning, so y'all stay close with us, and we'll get into that in just a moment. As we begin today, let's talk about a few things that are going on in the area. Let's go to Noxubee County, just north of Scuba. Let's go to Shuqualak, Mississippi is where we're going to. We have a missing person this morning as we go there. Let me hit the right button. Here we are right here. Kenneth Reed is missing. They have found his pickup truck. He is on foot and talking with family members. He needs his medication. He's off his medication and it's caused some confusion. And he's walking. He's been missing for at least 2 days now. And if you've seen him, contact the Sheriff's Department at 662-726-5332. Very scary for family members when something like this happens.
And take the time. If you're in that area somewhere, take a little extra time. If you've got the Ring doorbell or if you've got cameras that face a main road,
yes,
take just a minute and look and see if you can catch any kind of glimpse of him. And help him get back United.
This comes from a guy that's knocked on doors and said, hey, would you mind rewinding your video footage? You've done this.
Could we see this? Oh, yes.
As somebody that works in that, you know how important that is.
Yeah, and it is a lifesaver because we can get some good hints off of that, of where to go.
We've had an arrest in Newton County. Woof, somebody's gone to jail. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. As we pull this up, this was a bust, as I spoke with them yesterday. Newton County, Jody Pennington has confirmed in the early hours of February 10th, a week or so ago, as we get all this together, that the Mississippi Narcotics Bureau executed a search warrant on Stratton Road. And after they've done that, there's that word there, short for meth. Someone's been arrested, 2 people arrested there, as this will go through. Very serious charges.
Bad stuff. It's causing a lot of problems in our society. Not just here, but everywhere. But
so that's one of the big headlines that's coming out of Newton County. Now, let's also address there's been a lot of meetings in Newton County. A meeting was called yesterday. I believe it was at 5:30 at the old gym over by the hospital with the aldermen, the board, as they discuss safety in Newton at this point. There's no way to hide this. We've displayed a few of them, talked about them. A lot of gunfire has been going on and shootings in the city of Newton. Not the county, but within the city. We did have some gunfire elsewhere, but that's where the big one was.
Well, that's and it takes a community.
It does.
If you all start banding together and show everybody that you're willing to come together as a team and stand up for your community, you can start putting a slowdown on this and eventually stop it.
And you do that by coming to these meetings and showing that here's the line, we don't want it anymore.
That's right. And telling whoever's in charge, this is what we expect. I want to give everybody some homework.
Okay.
Research open windows. It's a theory about communities that have some old buildings in particular areas, and just check that out.
Okay.
Give you an interesting read.
Okay, we'll do that. It's something I ran up on. Lawmakers, your vote, who you vote for is very important. Let's just discuss Florida. After you said open window, it dawned on me. There is a representative of Florida that has introduced a bill that it make it illegal for your puppy dog to hang his head out the window in Florida. Now, do I think this will pass? Absolutely not. No. But that is what they sit around and think about.
We've got bigger fish to fry, as
Absolutely.
they say, except my dog with his head hanging out the window.
And mine kind of loves it.
But mine does too.
That tongue hanging out in that wind.
And ears just a flapping.
Yep, they love it.
Yep.
Now, we all did see the video of that pup, what was it, a few weeks ago, that jumped out the window of the family. They had just adopted him, and the video camera of the car caught the whole thing. But the pup ended up being okay. He missed all of that.
I remember it was at a stop light or something like that.
No, they were going 70 miles an hour.
Oh, no.
And he went, whoo! And he ended up okay. Bounced right back.
I've never let my dogs just ride in the back of a truck.
No,
Because
I
I've
hadn't
always
either.
been scared for that.
Have you ever seen the dog that can stand on the toolbox at 70 miles an hour?
Yeah.
They've passed me, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, that poor dog.
Yeah. If you were to slam on brakes, it wouldn't be good.
No, not at all. Because he's got a little head on top of
Oh,
the
yeah. It would not work for me.
That's just not, I'd be too panicking.
And I'm with you on that, Odie.
Get in the front.
Pets I went and picked up Sophie yesterday. She went and hung out with Tyson over in Collinsville for a few hours. There was time for shots and all that stuff. And it was all claws on the floor as Tyson pulled her across the lobby and into the back. She did not want to hang out with you for the rest of the day. I picked her up about 3. She was so happy to come on back to the house. She didn't know what to do. So, take care of your pups.
Yeah.
Hey, we had another one of these brush fires yesterday that broke loose in the county. This would happen out 2900 block of Knox Road. This is going to be out in the Russell community as the volunteer fire department jumped to the scene here. I need some better graphics of trees burning, don't I?
I bet we can get Greg to get that.
He's an artist, isn't he?
He's an art of himself.
There you go there.
He's an art, but I'm sure he's got some pictures of his day in the forestry.
He was a forestry guy. But we did have some of those that happened there. And these are really common with this windy weather here. It's warm. People are burning leaves. They're burning this, that, and the other, trying to get rid of all of this stuff that's piled up during the winter. So it's going to happen if it's windy. Do not burn. But that was in there. They did get it put out in no time flat. Let's see what else we've got going on.
And stay with that fire with a water hose or a couple of buckets of water. But make sure that you stay right there by that fire. Don't leave it.
That's right. I spoke to the high sheriff in Neshoba County yesterday. We're talking Eric Clark, on patrol, on duty. I kept getting calls of, hey, I just had a deputy pass me. Hey, I had 3 deputies pass me. What's going on over here? Wait a minute, 6 deputies went by me. What's going on?
Something's happening.
As we found out, there was a fire yesterday that occurred at the RV park at the intersection of 485 and Highway 15. Now, we did have minor injuries. A camper caught on fire. They were able to get there in time, and that's why the deputies were in a hurry. They did get somebody out. They did have minor injuries, but they're going to be okay in the end.
Awesome.
So if you were in that area and you kept seeing those deputies, that's what it was. To the scene they went.
Man, I tell you, and you see blue lights coming at you, or you see some red lights
panic.
coming at you, and you panic and freeze. Move over to the right. We can't pass you on the right.
That's
so don't
true.
stop. Move your car to the right.
Let me see if I managed to, and I did manage to keep this up. Let's talk about an incident last. I got several calls of Scotty Ray. I just saw the police running across the road. Somebody was in the lead. What's going on? Boy, there's nothing worse than being with your buddy and having a suspicious-looking vehicle and the popo pull up.
Yeah.
And then your buddy that's in the right seat decides, whoop, time to go.
And there you are.
One was detained, and the other was a track star that outrun the Meridian Police Department last night. Now, we don't know if any charges were actually filed, but let's go to the scene of the incident here. Here we are. We're on Highway 39. We're sitting right over here a suspicious vehicle across over here on Windmill Road. Back over in this area, we've got the Northeast Park and the track.
Yeah.
They were able to take on Highway 39 and keep at least 6 car lengths in front of the cops at all times running.
Wow.
They still hadn't stopped running. As a matter of fact, we don't know who they are.
He was gone.
He was gone. He was gone in 60 seconds.
Gone. There you go.
They might need your application down at the Meridian Police Department if you're that fast.
It'd be a good way to work off your fine, because obviously you've got something back there.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, it's a lot of fast folks. I would give out within, say 50 yards. I'd be out of breath and cops would have me. I just can't do that now.
I'd have to, well, there's just no way. I just lay down and y'all got me.
But for the folks that were going, what is going on out there? It wasn't anything serious. It was just, why are you parked here? And they decided to bolt and run. Usually that means you got a little something in your past or maybe on you that you don't want anybody else to see.
And yesterday in Meridian, you had a good chance to go take care of that.
Amnesty Day.
Amnesty Day. Go in there. We wasn't going to arrest you. We're not going to. Let's settle your fine. Let's get you took care of. We're going to give you a discount, and everything's good. And I was reading on Facebook. There was actually a lot of people who came in and took advantage of that, cleared their name, and I think that's an awesome service to provide. You owe your community, and you haven't stood up to your end of the bargain.
Right.
But we're gonna help you out once again. Let's come together and get this settled. And a lot of people took advantage of that. This guy should have run down there.
Yeah, but if you didn't show up yesterday, it's too bad. They're going to come get you now.
Yeah, and you had your chance.
You got to wait a year to amnesty.
You got to wait another year.
Good luck on that.
Good luck hiding.
That's right, because don't be driving, because if they check your license, it will be too bad you won't get amnesty day. So watch that. We got so much more coming up. The girls are here to talk about it. We're going to be all on this situation that's happening in Marion this weekend. A way to save money if you're a grandparent, you're a mom, even.
Hey,
Festus.
Definitely go. As cheap as I am, I'm always looking for bargains, and they've got it.
We're going to find out what they are next. Y'all stay with us.
It's finally here, the springtime Sweet Pea Swap, located at the old Jeffries building at Bonita Lakes. Drop-offs February 23rd through February the 25th. Thursday, March 2nd, 5 to 9 p.m. is paid ticket holders pre-sale. Tickets are only $10 each. The public sale begins Friday, March the 3rd, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Saturday, March 4th, 10 to 7. Sunday, 25% off, 1 to 6 p.m. And Monday, March the 6th, 50% off, 10 until 7 p.m. It's the spring Sweet Pea Swap at the old Jeffries building by Bonita Lakes Mall.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
I'm Chris Bullock, and I'm a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. One of the reasons I'm running is I absolutely love this community and care about our people. I have the experience and leadership skills necessary to provide a professional service to every resident. I have a record of serving this community since I was 15 years old. It's time for fresh ideas under a new generation of leadership. I ask for your prayers and I ask for your support.
Paid Political by friends of Chris Bullock.
Right.
And welcome back, Scotty Ray and Festus, as we get this day going. Yeah, we were all having a great conversation. As we said, we got something a whole lot prettier than me and Odie to look at this day. Let's go over and see Haley and Lindsay. And good morning to you girls. How are y'all today?
Good morning. We're good. How are you?
Well, it's that y'all do this twice a year. Is that right?
Twice a year.
We do. It's a seasonal sale, so it's a fall sale and then a spring sale.
How many grandpas do y'all have like Odie that come hang out with y'all on the weekends and do shopping?
A ton, but we put chairs out for them. We didn't know they were in the pools digging for shoes. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I was the one looking for bargains. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to take down there and sell, see if I can't get some money.
We do not take adult clothing. We do not take
Right.
adult clothing.
No, I'm talking about the kids stuff.
Yeah, we do take that.
Yeah.
Bring it on down.
For the folks that are watching going, okay, Sweet Pea, I've heard the name, but I don't quite understand what they do. Give us a general idea of what goes on over the next few days and how you become a part of it.
Okay, you go.
Okay. Well, we're a children's consignment sale. How it works is if you have things that you want to sell, like used items that you would like to sell, they're in good condition.
Right.
You tag, you price, you prepare those items for us, you bring them to us, we sell them for you, and then you get 70% of the profit of that, and we get 30%. So
And most likely that's sitting around your house just taking up space.
that's right. Exactly. Instead of just throwing it away, this is a way to make money on those used items that are still in very good condition.
Or I say doing like a buy, sell, and trade, meeting people all over the county and multi-counties, meeting them for a pair of shoes. This is a one-stop shop.
Right.
Handle all in one place. And speaking of, where's it going to be at since you said that?
It's at the old Jeffries building, which is by the mall, which it's 1003 Bonita Lakes Drive. Is that right?
I think that's right.
But it's the old Jeffries building, and it's huge. We are so blessed to have that building. So there are no more pools for shoes.
Yeah.
They're on
Actual
shelves.
talking about Facebook, if you buy the stuff on Facebook, you're seeing pictures and that's it.
Yeah.
Here you can actually go and see what it is and hold it and look at it.
That's right.
And,
yes.
See if that's what you
This
want.
is a man with experience here,
I'm
y'all.
loving it.
Daggone
I'm
right.
loving it.
I'm cheap.
loving it.
I'm looking for a bargain.
We need helpers, so.
I bought something.
This is the
We'll put you to
bargain.
work. We'll put you to work.
Now, when does it kick off? When can tell us when we can shop? Now, I know there's several different ways. If you help and if you sell, you can come. Explain all that to us.
All right, you go.
Okay. Well, basically, if we have pre-sales before the actual public sale. So if you are a consigner and you're consigning at least 15 items, you get to shop early at the consigner pre-sale. So, however, if you would like to volunteer your time, because we do need workers to help us put the sale on. If you want to volunteer your time to work, you can shop on before the consigners. So we have a workers pre-sale, then a consigners pre-sale. Now, if you aren't able to volunteer your time or consign items, there is a public sale, a private public sale, if that's what you want to call it, before we open to the public on Friday. And that will be on Thursday night. It's $10 to get in at the door. $10
That's
cash at the door.
March 2nd.
March 2nd. So the point to that is when you shop a consignment sale, it's best to get in as early as you can because the best items will go quickly.
Right.
So the earlier you get in, the better. So if you want to come shop on Thursday night before we open the doors on Friday morning to the public, it's a great deal. You'll find all kind of good deals there.
And you can pay at the door. You can just pay it at the door.
If you don't want to do the private sale, which is fine, you come on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. It's free to enter. So and you don't have to register or anything. You just come shop.
What is it when y'all open up the door? Because I'm curious on this. Because y'all deal with a lot of children's clothing. This and what would you call the number one item that people go for first?
That's hard.
I said the boutique clothes.
Yes, definitely.
See, I had in my head it was going to be a stroller. That doesn't rank up there?
Not really. I think most of these moms know their brands. They know what they want, and they know they have to get there early. So they're fighting for those expensive boutique brands.
Instead of it being $70 for that outfit, they want it for $12.
Yeah.
And I bet
15.
that is, And see, I don't even know what brand shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah,
I know,
because
right.
There's some people that are serious about
Yes.
their brands.
Yes. So
The only, I'll be honest here, the only brand that I know, Carhartt. I'm sorry, that's really
I did see
it.
some Carhartt come in.
Right.
You and Greg, Carhartt.
Yeah.
The
I get
overalls
whatever
last
fits.
forever.
Yeah.
And I've been sold on them. Greg's done
A fantastic job of convincing you
job,
that.
yeah.
And it's the same thing with children's clothing. If you've got a child that is an outdoorsman, clothes last longer, and y'all kind of know how that works.
And that's one reason we don't take the adult clothing is because adults wear clothes for 50 years, whereas a kid wears them for 6 months and they've outgrown them, and then you can make your money, a little bit of your money back on it. So it is a win-win. 100% worth your time. Right.
Yeah, Debbie was pointing out a shirt that I'd had for 10 years, and I thought it was still great.
I told you that's why we don't take adult clothes.
Right. But it's amazing as an adult how quickly time goes by, and you don't even realize how long you've had a clothing item. Right. But with kids, they're shooting up like beanstalks, and you're constantly buying. So why not save money on that?
And we have a lot of clothes with tags on them. I mean, I can't tell you, we have so much that comes in with tags on them, brand new, and it's still a fraction of the price. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we do take we take infant to junior sizes. So we will take adult sizes for high school kids, if that makes sense. So if you've got teenagers, bring them out. And then we've got tons of junior clothes for them. And we don't take adult clothing, but we know that some teenagers wear adult sizes, but it has to be geared for, say, high school kids.
I got you. Well, y'all don't rush off.
My grandson is 13.
Yep.
He
wears 32.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So, yeah.
Wow.
Gee.
You want to tell us what size your wife wears?
Don't you dare.
Don't do it.
Don't you? He doesn't know, but don't you dare.
Don't do it.
Y'all don't rush off. We got more to come up. As we'll be talking with Sweet Pea as this gets underway. A great way to save cash. We got a lot to talk about, lots more. Ladies, don't rush off. Now, don't you agree they look better than us? I thought so. We'll be right back. Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 invites you by to take a look at a brand new product they've got. Odes, ATVs, and UTVs. These side-by-sides range from 800 to 1,000 cc's, and they come with heat or air. Whether you're doing work around the farm or hunting, they've got the unit just for you to keep warm or cool, depending upon that Mississippi and Alabama day. Swing by for a test drive today at Freeman Tractor. See coleslaw, buttermilk, and don't forget you can meet their newest employee, Eggplant. That's Freeman Tractor, Highway 494.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Have you been hurt on the job? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Know your rights when it comes to the workplace injuries. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
Don't forget Downtown Meridian. It will all get underway at high noon tomorrow.
High noon. It's going to be very informative. You're going to love it. It may not be too hot because the clouds are going to be a little in the air to block the sun coming down, but definitely go by and learn a little bit about our wonderful city.
Historical walk. It begins at noon. Will last until about 4 p.m. And as I was reading here in my notes from our guest from yesterday who accidentally left them. Speakers will be talking here, he says, about 5 to 7 minutes. Won't wear you down there. Give you a little history about each place. We got some ghosts. We got some founders. And a little bit of everything that's happened in Meridian is going to be there. And if I had glasses on, I could read what else it said. But I have no idea what's on there.
I done took mine off because of the glare. But Dumont Plaza. So remember, go to Dumont Plaza, get your map. You don't have to go to a specific route. So if there's something that you really want to go see, go to that place and listen to it, and then hopefully that'll build your interest up to go to some of these other ones. But, Courthouse, the Dumont Plaza, up and down 22nd Avenue, 5th Street, 23rd Avenue, lots of places to be learning a little bit of history while you're downtown.
Bound to be something to eat, too. So y'all come on down. Check it out. It'll be happening downtown Marion. Come over that 22nd Avenue Bridge, and you'll have a large time.
If we had that hot dog lady, we'd have a bunch of people.
I'm telling y'all, we got to talk to Sweet Pea about adding hot dog hottie up there to get all the dads involved.
I bet they could sell some hot dogs, too.
I think so.
Used ones.
We had an accident yesterday downtown Marion. Well, it really wasn't downtown Marion, but on the outskirts of Marion, Mississippi. Let's go to take a look at this. And I can't imagine being the driver of this as this happened, as it started going sideways, and there's absolutely nothing you can do.
And they say it's just slow motion. I've luckily never been in one that flipped, but they say it's just slow motion as you roll right on over.
That's the scene there. It's a heavy load, and once it ran off the edge of that road, as you can see there was no way to bring it back because that weight shifted.
Yeah, that was that red dirt, and once it went, it just started going. He was lucky; it was not hurt at all, so everybody was fine.
That's good news.
Just wonderful to hear that.
We have a public service announcement that you would talk to me about that you wanted to point out.
Yeah.
Of if somebody sees something, make sure you know what it is.
So and we see this all the time because we're always looking for donations. We drink a lot of water during the heat for our fire departments in Lima and all that, and we got a donation. And so the last couple of times we've been using this water, we have gotten a lot of people who just stop and look and is wondering,
complaints.
Are those people are they drinking that? So if you look at this can, and it did come from Anheuser-Busch, but I promise you, it is water. And we're saving taxpayers money by getting donated water. So anybody that would like to donate to the Lauderdale County Fire Service or Lauderdale Emergency Management, we have tax deduction 501(c)(3)s that you can do that under. So if you see us on the side of the road with what looks like a beer can while we're working the scene, I promise you it is water.
That's a good little reminder there.
Yes, thank you for Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser for giving us the water.
Good folks.
But we needed to push that out that is exactly what we're drinking.
And I can see that sitting at the red light, and you look over and go, "Is he drinking a beer while he's doing that?"
And they have really.
And it ain't even 3 o'clock.
It's not even 3, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's true. So just a little heads up for everybody as that is out there, and that's what that is. But again, if you'd like to help out and do that, donate something, that'd be more than glad to.
We would enjoy it.
Yes, sir, Bob. I know that there was a meeting yesterday called, an emergency meeting. We brought this up here. I posted this yesterday. Happened around 5:30 as they had an emergency meeting. I haven't gotten the results of what went on there at the meeting in Newton yesterday, but they were discussing, as we mentioned before, safety and concerns that are going on there, and also performance of the police department. So as we get more details on that, as daylight breaks today, we'll be passing that along to you. Now, also, I wanted to point this out. There are some people already reporting. We know that a body was found in Lauderdale County this week. I have not done a follow-up story on this for one reason only. I spoke with Ward yesterday, and I said, I see that there's other people saying there's charges. And as he logged in and looked at the charges, they have not changed. There's actually no charge in the computer system yet. It may be happening today. It may be happening in 10 minutes from now. But as of 5 o'clock yesterday when he and I spoke, the computer had not changed. So I'm not going to push a story out that a charge has been filed until we officially have it from the police department that this has happened. It is most likely going to happen, but it hadn't been updated in the overall file.
The computer
system that tracks all this.
We don't know exactly what all took place. We know that somebody was found in a vehicle that they had taken down for questioning. We know there was a body found, but you and I are not privy to
the investigation,
all the investigation and the information that goes with it. So that would be saying something in the blind. So we have no idea. Best way to wait is for the official word.
Right. And as soon as we get that official word, we're going to do that. And you know how kids are in a candy shop? And we're going to talk about this in just a minute of the big announcement that happened in the ribbon cutting. But as we went through there, it was do not touch this. This is evidence. And everybody wanted to reach their finger out and just touch the big maroon truck that's a part of this investigation.
Yeah.
And that is pretty neat. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, with their new building, have it to where they can bring cars in.
Right inside.
To where in the past they've been working on them getting rained on.
Yeah, and it's they've got a nice, beautiful place to do that. Ooh. And
we're going to talk more about that. And also a very touching moment that happened there yesterday. We'll tell you about all of that in just a moment. We got more coming up with the girls as we talk about Sweet Pea. So much going on. And in just a moment, we're going back in history and test the girls' ability to see what they know.
That's right. See how much they've been paying attention.
I don't know if Lindsay's been paying attention over there. Haley has. Mm-hmm. Look here.
They've been thinking about selling hot dogs.
There you go.
See how we could do that.
More on the way. Y'all don't rush off. We'll get this underway in just a moment.
Sip and Savor is back in downtown Meridian. Chef Jimmy Kennedy will headline this year's festival, bringing an outdoorsman spin on elevated Southern cuisine. Taking the main stage is country music artist Levi Hummon. Sample over 50 chefs and distilleries visiting from all over the South to showcase their award-winning dishes. Experience the culinary tradition of the South like you never have before.
And you have to push the button to go back.
There we go.
We're
Should
back.
have known that.
That's right. As each and every day we go back over a few things that happened in history and test your ability. Does anybody know the name John Vernon?
No. John Vernon. Mm-hmm. Doesn't ring.
Did anybody watch Animal House? Did y'all watch Animal House?
Yeah.
John Belushi.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember Dean Warner?
No.
Oh, yes, you do. Let's pull his picture up.
Give me a picture.
This guy right there, he was the dean of the college, and if y'all remember that, he was also in that bottom picture, and you go, I've seen that before. The outlaw Josie Wells, as he told them, don't be messing with Josie there, and they turned their back on Josie. He was born on this date in 1932. Y'all really don't remember the dean?
Don't remember
He had
him.
like the huge role. Y'all remember the white horse that died?
Because they put that horse in his office, didn't they?
Yes. He died. You remember he had a heart attack and they hauled the dead horse in there?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the movie.
I don't either. I've seen it.
I know, but it's just been a long time since we've seen it.
It was like the biggest movie of the 70s.
It was.
I was born.
But they weren't born in. They're not as old as.
I was born in 75.
I was born in 95. But
No,
95? Wow.
Oh, I was about to say.
This girl is young. That's pretty good. Clever. But what a big movie that was. And most of us remember all those scenes. It influenced Odie to go buy his first ladder.
That's right.
I'll leave it at that. 1921. This guy was born.
Onto that.
Yeah, there's right over. If you know the movie there.
Learn how to bounce on the ladder. But I could get to that window.
1921. Anybody remember watching Barney Miller? Yeah, that was a big movie there. Also, if you ever watched any of those Godfather movies, you'll know this guy. He was born in 1921. You remember the TV show Fish that came after Barney Miller? That's the guy. They are sitting over there with, I ain't got no clue. I see it in their faces there. Let's look at that face.
Godfather, I love me some Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Godfather movie. But that he was born on today, 1921. I think most people will know this guy from 1955. He changed everything that you do right here. Who am I talking about?
Yep.
He was born on this day. Steve Jobs. Now, they're all on this. They know this.
Well, that's right up their alley with all this new computer stuff.
He died, though.
Also, he did. How sad it was. There's nothing better than the song Yard Sale. It kind of fits what y'all do for a living. I love that. So, do y'all like Sammy?
Do we like what?
Sammy Kershaw.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking about? Sammy Kershaw was born in 1958. Now, he may have a little attitude, and me and him may not get along when we're sitting in a room, but Sammy can sing.
Yeah, he can. He can.
Vidalia. It wasn't a big hit, but it was a good song.
But it was a good song.
Yeah, and Cadillac Style, if y'all remember all those early songs that he used to. Sammy truly was that next generation of George Jones. Had he acted right, he would be down in the Country Music Hall of Fame. It just
You were
didn't
more
work out.
famous than he was when they upset him.
But boy, Yard said you just can't beat that. 1962, and I know these girls will know the song "Bad to the Bone." George Thorogood was born on this date back in '62. That he's hard to. Did he also do? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Do y'all remember a song called "One Bourbon, One"?
Yes.
Did he do
One
that?
bourbon, one
I have
whiskey,
no
one beer.
idea.
Yeah, where he
remember the song.
the rent lady said, "Where's my money?"
Yes.
I
He
said,
said, I'm looking for a job.
I did not know those songs were that old. I mean, how old? Are they that old?
"Yes."
Yeah.
Are they
Well,
really?
actually, he was born on this date. It was during the '70s that born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
Now, I remember watching this episode. I don't know if anybody else did. When I was a kid, I loved Westerns. And the next guy that I couldn't wait to watch each week was McLeod. I'd sit there with my cap guns, and I would watch him ride that horse through New York and go, I like that old boy. But it was kind of special on this day in 1974 because the guy that sang, Thank God I'm a Country Boy,
That's right.
become a guest upon McLeod. Boy, it just didn't get any bigger in 1974. As we watched John Denver, be the special guest there that night. So what was y'all's, I'm going to put him on the spot. What was y'all's favorite John Denver song?
Oh, no idea.
No idea.
Not
Really?
a clue.
No.
Oh, boy, Annie's song. And it just
Maybe
goes
none.
on. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Thank God I'm a country boy. The list just goes on of what John did. Rocky Mountain High. He done so many things about Colorado.
Okay. All right. I like old school country, so yeah.
I got cakes on the griddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Anyway, 1979, you couldn't help but watch this show. And today would be the last day of it, as you would no longer get new episodes of it. It ended. It all started with Carol Burnett.
Yeah, and anything that came out of her
Yes.
deal was always funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was funny.
Vicki Lawrence was
Vicki
the main
Lawrence
star.
was-
One of my
Yes.
favorites right here.
What was it? The grandson's name? Bubba? Was that his name?
I don't remember.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
He wasn't real
Come on,
smart.
Bubba. Yeah.
He struggled in life. Let's just all admit that.
Love that
But what
show.
a
That was
great
fun.
show that was.
was
What was
hilarious.
What was that little the little lady? The next her name Eunice. Was that the lady that lived next door?
I don't remember
That was
her
the
name, but
daughter.
Okay.
That was
see her.
Mama's daughter.
Yeah.
Was
Okay.
Eunice.
What was that woman that lived? That always wore the shawls and
Yes, yeah.
I'm blank.
Remember.
I
But
can't remember.
somebody
her
will
name
remember it,
now.
I'm sure.
Somebody
there.
Bring it up.
19. Were y'all? Did y'all really like the song? Do y'all remember the song Jesse's Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was this day, 1987. He made the cover of the magazine, and also it would be when John would leave the soap operas and head over to Full House. John Stamos. But Jesse's Girl, boy, it just didn't get any better than that.
Yep.
That was really a great song, and everybody liked that. And then his career just didn't do much more after that as a singer. He did a movie, if I remember correctly, and I'm trying to think of what that
what
movie
he
was.
Y'all help us out there. We had
I
Farrah
don't.
Fawcett. That looks like something y'all had. Now,
Yeah.
this guy-
Now I'm fixing to scare everybody. This is going to be flashy, and this is what country music was known for in the 1950s. It was really, really flashy, and the more rhinestones you had, the more popular you were. We lost one of those guys in 1991 as Webb Pierce passed away on this day. You got any suits that look like that?
No, but I bet Greg does because he listens to him every day.
Webb Pierce.
So I
And of
bet
course,
he went to a concert.
Do you know what that suit is called? Do y'all know?
No idea.
And if you were watching the show before, there's a picture of me and Debbie with the guy that made that suit. They're called nudie suits. They're specially made and tailored there, and they cost a chunk of change. And I want to
bet.
say Bill Reinhardt locally owns one. I think, Bill, didn't you have one made?
Wow, a nudie suit.
A
I
nudie
guess
suit.
once you get through paying for it, you can't buy no more clothes.
Do y'all ever remember seeing a picture of Elvis Presley in Tupelo wearing a gold jacket?
No.
The gold made? That would be the guy that made it also. Nudie made that for Elvis. And the story...
His name is Nudie.
Nudie. His last name is Nudie, and it's called the Nudie suit.
I know. Okay.
And he said, he was sitting there talking about, he said that
That's awful.
he was back there and he said he had Colonel Tom Parker walked in and he was talking. He said, I got this young guy that I feel like is going to be a star. And he goes, we need to do something for him. He goes, well, bring him in. And he talked about Elvis, of meeting him for the first time. And he said, I listened to him. And he goes, this is what you need. He designed Dwight Yoakam, the tight pants to Yoakam.
Yeah.
He designed all that. Nudie, that was his creation of Dwight Yoakam and the jacket and the breeches that we have no idea how he got them on.
Nudies.
I think it took about 10 to 12 people to pull them up each day, to be honest with you.
A little bit of Crisco.
A little Crisco. Nudie the Rodeo Taylor, and he was really good. Carl says he'd change his name if his last name was Nudie.
But if you sold suits for that much, it wouldn't really matter what your name was.
True.
That's true. I remember the early 1990s, Van Mack called me, and he goes, I worked, this was when I first got started in radio in 1987. I was still doing the night shift. And he called me, and he goes, you need to come in early today. He said, we got a meeting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Be here. So I show up, and it was two old boys that Malia Peavy was really good friends with. She brought them to town, and they were going to do a free concert that night. And they came by the radio station to meet us. And I really hooked up with this guy and become good friends with him over the years, over the next 20, 30 years. And y'all would know them as Neon Moon and so many more. As Brooks and Dunn were at the Temple Theater. And I will never, as long as I forget, me and Ronnie had sat back and talked about a song that he had written. I talked to him, and he changed the entire show that night and dedicated it to me because I liked it so much. And the name of the song was, go back to that first album, When It Comes to Love, I've Got a Lot to Learn.
I love
That's awesome.
And it's about a guy that is, he gets married and he just can't help himself because he's hooked on the honky tonks. And he goes out and she leaves him. And now he's coming in and ain't nobody to worry about him. And he's realizing he's messed up. He's got nobody at home.
Wow.
And it was such a great song. And these guys were everything that you see, and they are the real deal. I can't tell you enough of how nice they are.
Some Brooks and Dunn.
I do too.
Yeah, they are legends now. 1973, this was not one of my favorite songs, but it was big. And sometimes you'd be hung in an elevator nowadays and still hear this, and you go, ooh.
And it gets stuck in your head.
Killing Me Softly with his song. It'd like to hurt me.
I like that one. That's all right.
I know a lot of y'all liked it. It just wasn't my thing. I'm going to mispronounce this. Before I always want to say like a diner, and I know that's not her name, and I can never pronounce it right. I'm going to let y'all take care of this as. Let me pull this up so you can see it. How do you say it?
Dinah.
Donna,
I can't do it. Diner.
Donna.
That's kind of like a winner.
I can't do it correctly. But she passed away on this day in 1994. What a big actress she was in her time. This was one of the best that we've ever had. And the funniest guy that ever existed, which really and truly he was the main star of the show, if you go back and think about this, as we lost this great on this date in 06.
I mean, he was the comic relief in anything that he played in, and in that show, you could just about see him being right along Andy being the star, not a...
Yeah, and if you go back and look at this, Andy Griffith was smart enough to realize it, because Andy was a comedian, but he caught on that Don Knotts was the guy that needed to play that part of being the funny guy. Yeah. So that happened on today's date. We got a few more things that happened today. I mentioned my hero a minute ago, and he passed away on this date in 06. Dennis Weaver, McLeod, passed away at the age of 81. And I see the look in there. They ain't got no clue.
That jacket is tripping me out. Is what
you don't like the cowboy jacket?
That is
it's classic.
Like if y'all would buy me one of those, I'd wear it all the time.
It's hilarious. Yeah. I'm surprised.
I love those kind of jackets. I just don't own one.
They fit good.
They do. We would lose this guy, and I didn't realize until early this morning that he had passed away. Alan Ramis. And you go, well, who is that? I don't know him. Yes, you do. Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
He passed away in 2014.
Dr. Veckman, wasn't it?
It was. What a memory.
Man, I tell you, I know about Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he does have a good memory.
You had 3 channels, didn't you?
Yeah.
Watch them over and over and over.
On all of them.
And last but not least, it happened on this day. This would be 3 years ago today that this man was found guilty, and what a dirty dog and lowlife he was. There's no other way to word this. We're just going to call it what it really is. Harvey Weinstein found guilty, and he is what he was.
You're exactly right.
There ain't no changing that.
No, we got money.
We got more to learn in just a moment as the ladies will tell us more about Sweet Pea and how you can save money this week going into next week. It's the biggest thing that happens in Meridian, and we want you to be a part of it. We'll get some more information in just a moment.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Spring is right around the corner, and Wilson Saw on Highway 19 North invites you by to get your equipment ready. For the do-it-yourselfer, they have all the filters and oil you'll need. Does your X-Mark need a tune-up or maybe a new set of blades? Let the professional sharpen your steel chainsaw or replace the plug. And they can get your steel weed eater running like tip-top for the spring. Whatever your need is, Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power will have you ready for spring. 71 Highway 19 North, 601-693-4100. If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Festus as we begin your day, also known as Odie. We got some great information coming up. Let's talk about some girls that are really, really good at what they do. And I'm talking Amanda and her team as they take care of you when it comes to buying a home. One of the biggest purchases you'll ever make, if not the biggest purchase that you've got. You want somebody that's going to direct you, lead you in the right direction, because trust me, if you've ever sat down at a bank, there's more paperwork than you will ever know what they are. Well, you've got Amanda there at that closing to walk you through this and tell you and explain what this is. She does it every day. Her and her team, that's what they do. They can help you find that home. Maybe you're selling your home, changing up a little bit, getting a smaller home. Maybe you got some young'uns that have come out of the woodwork and you got 4 cousins that's moved in with you. Well, they get you a bigger house.
They get you something to fit your needs and tell them what you want.
Yeah.
Let them do all of the work. Let them find it. They can find the ones. And if you're selling a home, they know what you need to do to make your house look more presentable. So call them. Let them come out. They can save you money and make you money.
Well, they'll be there till 5 o'clock today. They're going to be closed tomorrow, but by appointment only, and closed on Sunday altogether. See Amanda, her team, that's her right there. You can't miss her. Poplar Springs Drive is where the office. That's the staff, 601-453-3937, and they will help you out. Now, let's get back to saving a little bit of money. Let's go over here to the Sweet Pea girls, Lindsay and Haley. How are you girls doing? And we can't thank y'all enough for coming in and being a part of this and brightening up the show for us.
Well, thanks for having us. It's mighty early, but thanks for having us.
We're not twins, but we get asked all the time if we're twins.
Yeah.
I did learn that they got married on the same day.
We did. We had a double wedding.
How did that work out? Did one boyfriend willing to wait, or were they brothers also?
I don't know. Life? No, they're not brothers.
No, they're not brothers. No,
okay.
No.
Life just worked, and I was getting engaged, and she was getting engaged, and
we thought we cannot do that to our dad. We can't have 2 weddings in the same.
Well, I think Mama was like,
was pretty small.
I think Mama was like, why don't we just have a double wedding? We were like, okay.
Help them out a little bit too.
Yeah.
So,
well,
it worked. It was really neat.
How many years?
21.
Wow. So congratulations there all the way around.
Thank you.
And y'all started this business how many years ago?
We started it 13 and a half years ago. Yeah. And I was going to tell real quick just kind of how we got started, because people ask all the time, how did we ever get started on this? Well, she is from Alabama. She's from Coleman, Alabama, and I live outside of Newton towards Jasper County line. So I would go to her house and I asked her if she was, I wanted to borrow her pack and play or whatever. And she was like, no, I sell those. And I was like, well, where do you sell them? And she was like, well, we have consignment sales here. And I was like, I don't have anything like that. And I said, let's do one in Meridian. So we put it up. It was a God thing. He was literally put urgency in our hearts, no doubt, have it right now. And we did. We put it up in a month and a half or 2
it
months.
was really fast.
And 150 people signed up. They trusted us with their stuff, which is amazing to me.
Yeah. Right.
And then it exploded from there.
Here we are with 815 consigners.
In 13 and a half years.
13 and a half years ago. So
this is serious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been blessed
awesome.
for sure.
It has grown every year. It grows.
Yeah.
So tell me with the first day that we can come in and start buying.
Okay, you go.
Well, Well, we have the private sale. That will be Thursday night, March 2nd. That will be at 5 o'clock. And then after that, it will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now, on Sunday and Monday, we will have discount days. So Sunday will be 25% off, and Monday will be 50% off.
Oh, that's even a bigger deal.
So it's really a good idea to come on Friday, shop at regular price, get the things that you really, really want, and then come back on, say, Monday at 50% off and see what's still there and what you can get at a discounted rate.
That's what I did.
And it gets cheap.
Yeah, it does get cheap.
And we didn't have the $10 days when I was going, because, look, $10. You're going to save well more than get in there to get your pick. So, hey,
it's well worth that money to get in there.
Definitely,
it is. And I wanted to say this real quick.
Yeah.
We do have security that is there for when we are open with customers at all times. It's two deputies, and we have it the whole time. So you are safe. You should not have any problems over there at all whatsoever.
We've never felt
what
afraid.
you just said there, and this is not just some hire by night. You're using deputies that know what they're doing, and that's
exactly right.
important. Makes people feel really good.
Yes. Right. So you don't have to be worried. I hear a lot of people say, "Well, my husband won't let me come to Meridian to whatever." Yeah. We have security. We have deputies that are there, so you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
All right, that's even better to know there. Now, this ranges from breeches to little bitty shoes to. Give me an example there of what's involved in there, what you could buy.
So it starts from newborn all the way up to junior clothes. So it goes from newborn to adult extra large.
Yeah, pretty
much. But it's not adult.
As far as clothing.
It's something that a teenager would wear.
And then we also have children's toys, children's items such as like strollers, pack and plays, car seats, that kind
monitors.
Of thing. We also have household furniture. So you can get a bunk bed, you can get a recliner. I mean, it just depends on what people bring in, but it's always a big range of furniture. Yeah. We've got electronics. Oh. We've got
home decor,
household items such as like home decor. We have a little bit of everything.
It is a very organized garage sale and a giant one. That's how I just put it into simple terms.
I like it that way. It's going to be at Jeffrey's. We got a little bit more coming up. Y'all don't rush off. We got a few more events that happened in the area we're going to tell you about. All on the way here with Scotty Ray and Odie as Debbie recovers. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings this week. Cuties or Halos, a 3-pound bag, $5.99. Red, yellow, or orange bell peppers, 2 for $3. Red or white grapes, $2.99 a pound. Refreshing Coca-Cola products, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, $5.99. Idaho potatoes, a 5-pound bag, $3.99. And certified Angus beef T-bone steak, family pack, $10.99 a pound.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Jackson Flowers has been a part of the Meridian area for a little over 60 years now. Now, they've moved to a new location on Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. You could be looking for that perfect thinking of you gift. Or maybe it's just a happy you need, whether live or artificial, no matter what the need is in your family. Whether it's a birth to your time of need, Jackson Flowers is there for you. Drop in and visit with them again. Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. Jackson Flowers, for all your needs. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. If it's time for another car or truck for your family, see our friends at Interstate Auto. They're located on North Frontage Road in Meridian, just down from IHOP. They offer bank rate financing. All applications are accepted with over 14 years in business, and they offer you a fair price. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Saturday 9 until 2. Appointments available after hours as well. Remember, all roads lead to Interstate Auto, 802 North Frontage Road, Meridian, 601-483-6977. And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie. We wanted to mention a fender bender that happened yesterday as we look at this. This was Highway 39, and it got pretty heated there as we look at a few of these pictures of what went on there. Let me zoom in on this. This would be right before you get to EMEPA there. Car off in the ditch there. Woof, what a fender bender that was.
I tell you, busy traffic area, high traffic area, and, not paying attention and
It can happen that quick.
It can happen real quick like.
Well, the big announcement yesterday as the ribbon cutting ceremony happened for the Sheriff's Department, they had cake, the whole 9 yards. This happened at 10 o'clock yesterday morning as we found out that when we arrived that right over here in this picture, right there, is going to be Billy Sollie's name displayed forever, and it will be the Billy Sollie Sheriff's Department building. Isn't that great?
You know, the amount of time that he served our county, an awesome man, and done a great job. Very well deserved to see him honored from now on with his name on that building.
And it was tons. Even Carolyn Smith showed up. Y'all look at this.
Yeah,
she was on scene. I tried to get her to get me a piece of cake, and she wouldn't do it. But she wouldn't bring me any cake. But what a crowd it was. Everybody enjoyed. Jeff Tate was out in the audience there. So many people were there that came up, and we do appreciate y'all coming. It was a solemn moment there. Is that has to be. I was trying to think of Billy when they told him that because it was unexpected of just how heart touching that had to be.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be hard for him to.
And I don't have my picture. We'll have to use this one day next week. But the interrogation room, you don't want to go in there. They got cuffs that they will cuff you to the floor where you cannot run off.
That's right. You're stuck. Doesn't matter how fast you are.
First interrogation room I've ever looked at. They gave tours of the new place, and it's pretty doggone neat. It's humongous.
Wow.
Yeah. And I hope you ladies never have to go there.
I hope I'm not in the interrogation room ever.
Again, as we get ready for the event, tell us quickly what time to be there and the days that it's going to be happening with Sweet Pea Swap Shop.
Okay. The first sale, the private public sale, will be on Thursday, March 2nd. That will start at 5. We're usually there till probably 10, I would say.
Right.
And then Friday will be 10 to 6.
No, 7.
10 to 7. Yeah. Saturday 10 to 7, Sunday 1 to 6, and then Monday 10 to 7. And let me say this too. You can go to our website, sweetpeaswap.com. It's just our name.com, and there will be a list of events there, detailed events. It gives you
or our
the
Facebook.
times.
You can go to Facebook.
Yes, go to Facebook. Our times and things are listed there.
Lindsay, Haley, thank y'all for coming by and telling us about all this.
Thanks for having us.
Yes,
And here we are. Time just goes by quick.
It flies. Don't forget, downtown Marion tomorrow, high noon is the place to be. Dumont Plaza is where you go by and get your sheet, and you can spread out from there and learn about the history of downtown Meridian. Ward's going to be set up as his granddad. It'll be really, really fun to see him in his wig.
And then if you really want a wig, I'm sure that they may have some of
That's right.
And then you can go right over to Sweet Pea, do your shopping over there. And,
what a great time.
Man,
but it all happens this weekend here in Meridian, Mississippi. A great time to get out and enjoy yourself as we do all of this. Dr. Alan Brown will be there telling his stories as well. We do expect sunshiny weekend throughout the weekend. That's going to be perfect. Deb will be off next week. She was told by a doctor that she's got to rest her voice. So we'll be having some more calling on you, I'm sure, as we head into next week.
I appreciate you and everybody else allowing me to come and spend your early morning times inside your home with you. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. And,
it's a lot of fun.
I am having a blast.
So, we wish Debbie well. We hope you recover quickly, but she's got to stay hushed for another week or so.
Poor Mike.
Whew, bless his heart. Having to live through all of that. We can't say thank you enough for dropping by and spending part of your day with us here at the Scotty Ray Report. We'll see you soon as we begin this Friday. Y'all enjoy.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: